My name's Mark Russell. I'm the Director of Operations for Swyx in the United Kingdom. Swyx is a German software house and we make unified communications, which is a fancy name for telephony and collaboration tools. There are a number of problems faced by companies today with communications, both voice and instant messaging, video, social networks. We're changing the way we communicate, but in the end everyone needs a telephone. That hasn't changed in 100 years, but the way we deliver that technology is changing. We don't have dedicated wires for voice anymore, we have data wires, everything's going over the internet. So companies have to bring all of these different technologies for communicating with people together. Our software fundamentally is a very advanced telephone system, but we also bring in collaboration tools, working with Microsoft Skype for Business and other collaboration tools. This allows us to have one application on the desktop that handles both voice, collaboration, messaging, and everything a modern office needs to do to communicate today. One of our key differences, or one of the differences that customers are looking for today, is flexibility in working. Real estate is more and more expensive. Users want to be able to work more flexibly, work at home, work on the hours they like to work, and of course we're an international now. Everyone has overseas connections of some description. One of the important things that we need to look at is contacts, how we address our contacts, how we find where they are. The internet is a great tool. We all have different CRMs, different databases, so being able to interact with those applications on the desktop to make and receive calls, so when a call comes in I can identify the caller from data I already hold about them. So we have those tools built into our product as standard. The fact that you can call any telephone number on any application, so whether someone's sent you an unsolicited email with a telephone number on, or we've looked up a raw contact in a web page, we can dial any number from anywhere and we can get additional information, and then we can move that on to collaboration tools like using Skype for Business, where you want to escalate a call from what was an email into an online chat, and then from an online chat to a video call, and then to a telephone call or whatever. It's just bringing all these different messaging applications together. Customers today are looking for flexibility, for one, flexibility on operation and on the way they pay for a product. We've seen the move from buying Office outright for £400 or £500 to go to that Office 365 recurring model. But that's not right for everyone. Some customers need to own their product. Some customers need flexibility, so they'll have seasonal workers and they need to up the number of employees at certain times of the year. So a hybrid model. So we're talking about using cloud and a recurring revenue model where you pay for what you use when you need it, but of course that has an ongoing cost in the long term. In the long term, it would be advantageous to own the product outright. So our solution works ideally in a hybrid scenario as well. The customer can own it, or they can go for a cloud solution, and they can hybrid and use both at the same time. So that's one of our key advantages. It's the same experience whether you own the product or whether you go for a recurring cloud-based solution. If you're looking for a long-term investment in a product, you have to have a product that will grow with you and change as your business changes. Anyone who buys a product today and is focused on exactly what their business does today will probably have the wrong product in 2 or 3 years' time. Our product supplies flexibility both on the client and on the server side. We have, without doubt, the best soft phone, if you want to call it a soft phone. We have the best UC client in the world. Reliability is at the core of what we do. It's important that our users have access to the information and the communication platform all the time. Based on a Windows server that can be virtualized, with the technology available today, you can make backups of images, you can move images around from one center to another center, from one machine to another, so the system's always on. Being based on SQL technology as well means all our data is stored in an easy, accessible and easily backed up database. As far as Swyx are concerned, we're a software house. So we are independent of hardware. The customer can choose the best of breed of any hardware that they want to, be it on the server, be it on the desktop, hardware telephones, headsets, anything. All hardware works with our product. The relationship between Swyx and the end user is an ongoing relationship. It's not a put in and forget. The product is continually evolving, as are companies, businesses, and the applications they use. We will continually work with best of breed software and hardware, so the customer is always using an up-to-date communications platform.